If you need to tell people that you're the king, you're not the king, my friend. True success speaks for itself, and when people lack it, they can only talk about it endlessly. In this video, we're going over 15 signs someone is faking their success. Welcome to Alux. Number 1, they talk about it nonstop. As we said in the intro, the first sign someone might fake their success is talking about it at every single opportunity. Every conversation ends up with them talking about how successful they are, even if it has nothing to do with the actual conversation. You can start a conversation about clouds and leave it running for 30 minutes. They will eventually start talking about how the sunset looks from the balcony of their penthouse. They cannot resist the temptation to boast to everyone listening about how successful they are. It becomes a core part of their persona. It's not just Jimmy anymore, it's Jimmy the successful one. And if they can't make the conversation about themselves, they'll just interrupt you and start talking about themselves anyway. After all, they think that what they have to say is more important than what you have to say because they're successful. They're self-important and wear it like a robe to match that fake crown on their head. Number 2, they over-dramatize their achievements. Everyone experiences success in their life, since success is totally subjective. You can have success in your relationships, in your quest to get healthy, in functioning as an adult, and so on. Everyone has their own expectations from life and their own values they hold dear. But fake successful people act like their success is the only success that counts, and they'll over-dramatize every aspect of it. They don't gift money to the homeless, they help solve world hunger. They don't educate their kids, they raise the leaders of the future. They will try to make everything they do sound way more important than it actually is. Number 3, they want the best of everything to keep up appearances. They don't do average. They find it offensive even. If they don't get the best seat in the house, they don't show up. In their eyes, if anything isn't the absolute best, it means it's trash and they don't want it. Their house is filled with the latest everything, whether they actually use it or not. If it's the best, they immediately want it. Having anything less than perfect must be avoided at all costs. For them, having the best of everything isn't a nice thing to have, it's a requirement. Number 4, they act like they don't care about money. Real successful people know that money is the lifeblood of their business. It keeps the lights on at the office, it pays the employees, and helps the business to grow. Cash flow is everything. But fake successful people will treat money like it's nothing, like they don't even notice they have it. They'll throw money around randomly to show people they don't care about it. They say things like, "Oh, this? I don't even know what it costs. I don't read price tags." Mind you, fake success doesn't mean you don't have any money, it just means you're acting like you have way more than you actually do. Number 5, they belittle people. Fake successful people believe they're always right, and if someone doesn't agree with them, then they're stupid. They will act passive-aggressively around others because they don't accept someone questioning their authority. They'll make others feel less important, less educated, less capable just because they don't agree with them. They'll say things like, "You just don't get it," or "You don't see the full picture." They act like they're the only ones aware of a grand scheme, and they use it to position themselves above others. Number 6, you don't actually know what they do. If you see someone who seems successful but no one actually knows what they do, it's not because they keep their business private. Most of the time, it's because they're faking it. They may have something going on, but they know it's not that impressive, so they never actually talk about it. They let others guess. They let others paint a bigger picture. They act mysterious and private, and in reality, they're just like everybody else. Number 7, they act like they know more than they actually do. Fake successful people are always in the know, regardless of if that no is actually true or not. They always have an opinion. They always give unsolicited advice. They always insert themselves into conversations and act as the de facto thought leader there. And even when they aren't aware they don't actually know that much, they'll act as if they do. They will say they know how things work without actually explaining how things work. Number 8, they humble brag. Humble bragging is their favorite sport. If they could do anything all day long, it would be humble bragging. They need to draw attention to themselves. Everyone needs to know how important they are, and they use humble bragging to mask their real value. Number 9, they believe anyone who doesn't match their success is a lesser human being. Sometimes these people start to believe their own bullshit, and they won't accept anyone who doesn't get close to their imaginary level. They believe they are the best humanity has to offer, and they won't sit at any table with less successful people. They even look down on those they consider less successful than them. They'll say things like, "Well, success isn't for everyone. I just want the best life." Number 10, they cherry-pick information to make them look better. Fake successful people are very careful with the narrative. They're cherry-picking only the information that makes them look good. They need to be in the best light, so they always try to take control over the light source. You can point out 10 times they were wrong, and they'll still come up with that one time they were right and use it to cancel out everything you said. They're masters at deflecting arguments they know they can't win. You'll rarely catch them off guard. And in that regard, they're actually kind of experts at controlling the narrative, filtering out the negatives and only keeping the information that makes them look good. Number 11, they think they're experts in everything. When fake successful people start to believe their own narrative, they become narcissistic megalomaniacs. They believe they actually know everything, and if they don't, they could probably become experts in like 20 minutes or something. They feel indestructible. They become obsessed with power, money, and success, and they believe it's their duty to achieve it. Number 12, they are self-entitled. They think they deserve special treatment because they're important. They expect people to owe them favors just because. They always will try to skip the lines, get in front, and avoid cues, and if they need to step on other people to do it, well, so be it. They always want to be first, and they are willing to sabotage others if needed. Number 13, they spend a lot on appearance. Fake successful people know that they're faking it. That's why they put so much effort into keeping up their appearances. They try to have the latest of everything. They'll go into debt to get the latest phone, expensive watch, expensive car, expensive clothes, and so on. They will do anything to look successful at any given moment of the day. Number 14. They try to befriend actual successful people to feel special. They can only hang out in exquisite places with exquisite people. Anything less simply won't cut it. They want to be seen with other successful people, and they will do everything to befriend them. They will replace an old friend with a rich person any chance they get. Number 15. They're not wrong, it was just a learning experience. There's a difference between learning from your mistakes and never taking responsibility to preserve your fake reputation. Fake successful people are terrified of being called out. They will immediately push back and become aggressive. They will come up with the theories of how they're not actually wrong, they're just testing something out to gather data. It's actually something successful people do all the time. You just don't know. They simply don't accept that they're capable of making a wrong call, and they become delusional. And in the very unlikely scenario where they can't find a way out, they will say they're wrong, but with some weird energy around it. Like accepting they're wrong makes them even more wise and successful. It's like they're saying something like, yes, the rumors you heard are true, even though I, the most successful person in the entire universe, am just a humble human being. I, too, once in a millennia, can make a mistake. This is a teachable moment of humility for all humanity. You're welcome. And lastly, as a bonus for sticking with us until the end, Aluxer, number 16. They have no real friends. Fake successful people only attract other fake successful people. Everyone else can see through their bullshit. Real successful people can tell they're just posers who want to fake it until they make it. We bet you know at least one person who fakes being successful to move higher up the social ladder. But if you want to be truly successful, keep your head down and mind your own business. And if you want to see the signs of true success, watch the video we made last Saturday. You'll find it pinned in the first comment. We'll see you back here tomorrow, Aluxers, for the Sunday Motivational.